I'm Ty, this is week 33 of me documenting my progress as a musician and guitarist. This week I spent pretty much all my musical time learning something very difficult for me by ear, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in practice, how hard it may be, and a very satisfying point where things finally click. If you watched last week's video, you'll know that I've been committed to learning this piece for about 2 weeks now. Because I'm spending a lot of my time every day practicing picking drills to improve my speed, I wanted something very different to sink my teeth into or put my ear to. Improve my skills in a completely different way, something that feels fun, different and fresh for the type of thing that I do every day. Love Guthrie Govan, and this was a piece that was not my usual style. It's a lot more jazzy, a lot more slow. I wanted to learn about ear because it's a huge challenge. I haven't done that much in the last few years, use my ear in that way to transcribe guitar pieces. And because this piece in particular is so jazzy and so chromatic, it's a really good challenge for me to learn this by ear because I'm not used to the sounds and the intervals that I'm hearing. Just to remind you of how that piece goes, this is a quick clip. So many times this week, I sat down, looped the next part of the song and tried to figure it out by ear. And as the week went on, I became humbled because I got off to a really, really good start. Some passages honestly felt quite easy and I got them pretty much first time like this. Now, here is another session I had where things were a little bit more technical and took a bit more figuring out. So we started off strong here, but I'm realizing that something was missing in the rhythm. I wasn't getting it quite right. And at this point I was like, whoa, what is going on? I need to just stop and just slow this piece down. I'm way out of my depth here. And from here I went into overdrive figuring it out. Came out of the trance, finally getting somewhere, slowly but surely. And wow, that is just so satisfying. It is just so satisfying finally getting it when you go through that painful note by note trial and error trying to figure out what it really is. Then I got to the hardest passage to learn by ear that I'd come across yet. Hopefully you can hear why this might be challenging. I mean, it just sounds so wrong. It is so chromatic and so off the beaten track in terms of regular key and regular notes used. At this point, I realized that even if I do learn this by ear, which I was struggling, I'm still missing a huge part of the real learning by not understanding what was going on. So also, off the recording, I went down a whole ChatGPT rabbit hole on what this scale was and why it was being used. It's called the altered scale. I was very glad that I did the deep dive. It's something I'd heard of, but never really knew what it properly was or where and how to use it. Anyway, we got there in the end, and after many ear training sessions and practice sessions as well, here's the latest version as of today, Sunday the 1st of March 2026. And you got that last fast part at the end. I actually didn't learn that by ear. I just pulled up the tabs flat because I wanted to just speed things up a bit. It's very sloppy. By the time I show my next update, it's going to be a lot better. I hope you enjoyed this video and getting a bit of an insight into learning things by ear, the trials and tribulations that come with that, how satisfying the moments are when it finally clicks, and the lessons along the way. If you're curious about how I progress with this piece and how it looks in a couple of weeks when I've really got it nailed, then hit subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.